What do you want to feel in a home?
Love, like just love, and want it.
A simple request from children in the foster care system, and they all have big dreams.
Harvard is just my favorite college out of all things. It's just a really good place.
And simple joys.
That's one thing you know, I love to sing.
All a part of a system that's been dysfunctional for decades.
It is a broken system, and I could not stomach any more of it.
Absolutely just unacceptable.
Vulnerable children just looking for a place to be safe and to call home.
Wednesday's Child, sponsored by Crest Cadillac and Dallas Casa.
Welcome to Wednesday's Child. I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. For more than 40 years, WFAA has helped children in foster care find their forever families by sharing their stories. Tonight, you'll hear stories of hope and healing as we highlight children who have found homes through Wednesday's Child this year and children hoping to find one soon. You'll meet Justin, a teen who has strong sights set on his future, a future that now includes an adoptive home. Hear from the couple who heard Justin's story here on Wednesday's Child and are moving forward to adopt him. And there's James. He's still looking for a home after a starring role next to WFAA's Pete Delkus. Azaria loves to sing, and she's hoping someone hears the melody of her love. We'll also take a look at the state of adoption in Texas and how the oversight has gone private. But we start with a boy named Justin. We featured him as a Wednesday's Child in July, showing off his zest for life, focusing on the bright side, maintaining hope during challenges, and finding happiness in the little things.
I'm gonna need a second opinion on this one.
He might be playing doctor today, but 13-year-old Justin has already figured out what he wants to be.
A mechanical engineer.
His high aspirations include attending an Ivy League school.
And Harvard is just my favorite college out of all things. It's just a really good place.
Justin has big dreams and big brains.
I made a military grade level bot. It's very impressive too. I called him Steve.
Yeah, you heard right. Not only is Justin a video game genius,
I'm a top 500 player in the region, so I like to play a lot of games.
he's also really talented with creating things like robots.
He can lift up to 10,000 pounds. He's made out of pure steel, and he pretty much has every single thing, and he can lift up a car.
This kid is going places.
It's like doing stuff and enjoying things. I don't really take things personal, and I enjoy life.
He needs a family to take the wheel and lovingly guide him into his future.
Any family, actually, just very caringful.
Justin's excited about a forever family, and his superhero caseworker is doing her best to find them.
Miss Lisa is my caseworker. She's very, very kind. She's very sharing, like I am. She shared some peanuts with me and some sour Patch Kids with me while we came in here and some gum.
7, 6.
But time is running out to find an adoptive home. It tests Justin's strength, but he is strong.
Now I just have a good spirit.
And when Miss Lisa finds him a forever home, Justin will thank you from the bottom of his heart. Someone saw Justin's story and felt the connection. The couple is in the process of adopting Justin right now, and they shared this update with me. When we first met 13-year-old Justin last July, he told us he was waiting for any family to adopt him.
It's like doing stuff and enjoying things. I don't really take things personal, and I enjoy life.
Fast forward 5 months, and we are happy to announce Justin is on his way to getting adopted after a family saw our story.
It just really drew us how he presented himself.
2 weeks after his appearance on Wednesday's Child, Justin was matched with the Ainsworths, and they started the process to adopt him.
Very joyful and very meaningful towards me. It's like a memory that I'm never gonna leave. That's never gonna leave my mind.
Justin has now been permanently placed in their home.
I call Josh Dad sometimes, and I call him Jimbo as well. And for Serena, I call her Mom.
We saw a really smart kid, someone who knew what he wanted, and at the end of the day, he just wants someone to love and support him. And we knew that that was something that we could give him.
This picture of Justin playing cards was taken the first time he met his soon-to-be adoptive family. Here he is with the whole gang, mom, dad, sister, and brother at the Dallas Zoo lights.
He fit in immediately. Like as soon as we met him, we knew.
The last 5 months have been about getting to know each other and bonding.
You mean a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Even though you look like Mr. Clean.
All right.
Justin wanted a family who wanted him just as much.
He means a lot.
Justin has blended in so well, they want to speed up the process to adopt him from 6 months to sooner.
The kids immediately bond with them, even after their first weekend, not knowing that, how they were going to react to it. So it's been a lot. It's nice. It's nice having another one.
Time was running out to find adoptive parents, but thanks to never giving up on hope, Justin should officially be in Ainsworth by next spring.
I just felt determined that I was going to get adopted eventually.
The Ainsworths couldn't ask for a better gift. In August, we introduced you to a little cowboy named James. He made quite a splash on TV when he buddied up to Chief Meteorologist Pete Delkus. Well, there's been a lot of interest in adopting James, but so far, no forever family. His caseworker says, though, we're getting close. Regardless, tonight we reintroduce you to James and his special wish.
Mr. Pete Delkus, I have a question for you. When can I help with the weather so I can be on live TV?
You heard right.
I really want to be a weather person.
Really?
Yes.
8-year-old James has dreams of becoming the next chief meteorologist at WFAA.
Okay, but still, put me on the weather.
Only if you smile. James has a contagious smile.
Contagious.
This kid has personality.
Ooh, that background looks cool.
James loves to paint a picture.
I tried to stay in the lines. That's the hard part.
With every stroke, James concentrates and creates.
Kobe Bryant.
Today, he's creating a masterpiece of his hero.
He's been practicing his whole entire life.
Tomorrow, he hopes a hero will adopt him.
I feel like it's gonna be a good day.
James wants you to know he's like any other normal child.
I like video games. I play sports. And I think of the coolest stuff.
He thinks his CPS caseworker is really cool because she's trying to find him an adoptive family.
Give joy, patience, nice.
James needs parents who are nurturing and will shower him with love and occasionally with some sugar. His CPS caseworker has already figured that out.
She gave me a gift whenever she was picking me up from school that had candy, fruit roll-ups, cookies.
The only thing sweeter than that is landing an opportunity of a lifetime.
One day, can you bring me to your news thing?
Yes, James paints a beautiful picture of love and hope.
Mr. Pete Delkus. Bye-bye.
With today's Wednesday's Child, I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. Next on Wednesday's Child, the love in her heart is strong. She has one request for her future family.
Love, like just love, and want it.
You'll meet Azaria next. And if you'd like to adopt, there are 2 ways. Here's the first. Contact Heart Gallery North Texas at 817-809-3440 or email hello@heartgallerynorthtexas.org. Now, the second way. Email WednesdaysChild at 3empower.org. Their contact number is also on your screen. And we've put all of this information on our website, WFAA.com/WednesdaysChild. And take a look at this data about foster care and adoption in Texas from the Department of Family and Protective Services. As of July, the department says 91% of children who left the care of protective services went to a permanent home either through a family member or adoption. It takes an average of 20.8 months for a child to find a permanent home once entering protective care, but only about 61.6% of sibling groups are placed together in protective custody. This is Azaria, a young lady we featured on Wednesday's Child last month. We got to know her and her lion's heart during a visit to the Dallas Zoo. We learned Azaria is still waiting for a forever family. Through the pain she's experienced at such a young age, she's found a love of music and animals. If you didn't meet her the first time, take the next 2 minutes to consider whether your home may be the right one for Azaria.
So this is Tandaji. He's an adolescent bull male.
For Azaria, today was all about feeding elephants and feeding her soul.
I like it. But I love to sing. That's one thing you should know about. I love to sing.
Azaria can consume music all day, especially from one of her favorite singers.
Wish I didn't have to tell the world about my pain. The song is all I have, so I sing.
A lot of people have failed Azaria in her childhood, which is why she turned her heart over at a young age to the one who will never fail her.
At 12.
Do you remember the moment?
It was just like one of the moments where I feel like I wanted to be saved. I would think I was at the age enough that I wanted to give myself to God.
One day, Azaria is going to turn her pain into purpose.
I want to be a judge.
And this man is the reason why.
Who's that judge? Who's inspired you?
Judge Chapman, my judge.
Azaria told us Judge Jim Chapman is one of the few people in this world who truly sees her.
I want to say thank you to him because when I met him, it was like, I can do anything. Even though he was like, I'm still on training wheels, I'm still willing to do anything that it takes for me to become a judge and help other people out there like me.
The judge has taught Azaria a lesson about grace and how she should also extend it to others, including herself. And who do you need to be taking care of inside of you?
That 5-year-old.
Azaria needs a forever family who, like the elephant, is extremely protective and caring. What do you want to feel in a home?
Love, most likely, just love, and want it.
We all want that for you, Azaria. Keep feeding your soul with grace. Next on Wednesday's Child, Texas's foster care and adoption oversight system went through major changes this year. We'll explain what those changes are and how it could affect the placement of thousands of children waiting to be adopted. If you would like more information about these children and to possibly adopt them, there are 2 ways to do that. Either 1, contact Heart Gallery North Texas at 817-809-3440. You can email hello@heartgallerynorthtexas.org, or the second way, email Wednesday's Child at 3empower.org. Their contact number also on your screen. And we have put all of this information on our website, WFAA.com/Wednesday's Child. The state agency responsible for taking care of abused and neglected children who are removed from dangerous homes has gone private in North Texas. The state has been slowly rolling out privatization region by region since 2011. In September, 9 North Texas counties moved into phase 1 of the transition. Investigative reporter Morgan Young explains what it means.
When a child in Texas is abused or neglected to the point that it's no longer safe for them to live at home, the state removes them. And if there isn't a family member to take them in, the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, specifically Child Protective Services, takes custody of that child. In order to do that, the department contracts with nonprofits with experience in finding temporary homes and managing treatment centers for children who need specialized care, and even facilitating adoptions. Historically, caseworkers and other staff members who work for the state manage the cases of the children and work with those nonprofits to find the best place for the children to go. Many people know it as foster care. It's a system that's been around for decades. But from former caseworkers,
it is a broken system, and I could not stomach any more of it.
Absolutely just unacceptable.
to the judge overseeing the 12-year ongoing lawsuit against the department.
A federal judge threatened to levy several contempt of court charges against the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services.
It is no secret, it's a system that hasn't always worked. Vulnerable children separated from their siblings, moved out of their communities and away from their schools. Some even forced to sleep in unlicensed places like offices and hotels because there isn't anywhere for them to go.
Approaching it from a statewide model hasn't worked, right? And I think we see it.
That was Esmeralda Silva. She's an implementation director for the state office that was specifically created to transition Texas's foster care system from one that's historically been run by the state and its employees to one that will eventually be completely run by regional nonprofits. It's called community-based care, and the state of Texas has been slowly rolling it out region by region since 2011.
But now it's shifting away from that one-size-fits-all model to a community-driven work.
Under the community-based care model, the department divided the state into these regions and plans to hire a large nonprofit or an SSCC for each one. Those nonprofits then hire the case managers and all the other staff that used to work for the state, and then they handle all of the placement and case management work while the State Department steps back and oversees them.
It allows families to be able to be closer together. It allows the youth to stay in their same school districts, in their own communities where they're comfortable.
Kimberly Carter is the director for Region 3 East for the department, which includes Dallas, Collin, and these 7 counties in the eastern part of the Metroplex. This month, the state took the first step in transitioning this region to community-based care.
When you have an agency as big as ours, there are a lot of layers to getting what you need done. And I think that with community-based care, it removes a lot of those layers, and they will be able to make changes as needed when needed.
The company the state contracted to provide community-based care in Region 3E is called Empower. On September 1st, Empower entered stage 1 of taking over the foster care system for the eastern part of our area.
What that means is that for all the children that are in paid foster care, we will then transfer those children and families into our network, and then we will take care of them.
Empower Senior Vice President Dr. Linda Garcia says in the first phase, Empower will start making the payments to the agencies that place and house the children. The big shift and test will come in about 6 months.
Families won't see the impact until stage 2, right? Because that's when the case management shifts. That's when they may experience the caseworker change.
One of the biggest concerns here is whether Empower can convince enough current experienced state workers to come work for them. Carter says more than half of the state staffing positions in Region 3E will transfer to Empower.
There are people who are grieving because this is a major transition for them, and they've been with the state for a long time. And I'm encouraging them that if they want to continue this very important work, that this is where it will be.
But state salaries and benefits are hard to match and harder to compete with.
Do you know how the salary you're offering them compares to what they're coming from?
Our intent is to try to match the salaries that the caseworker are currently making as we bring them over. In some cases, though, we may not be able to.
This month, Empower started hiring for Phase 2, full case management, which is scheduled to roll out by March 1st of next year. It's budgeted for 449 employees. Community-based care exists in 7 of these 16 regions drawn out by the state. Metroplex East may seem like a sliver on the map, but with such a dense population, Silva says transitioning Region 3E will bring about 1/4 of all of the children in state care into community-based care.
This is our largest area that we've transitioned yet. So we have over 1,000 children who we're transitioning.
How will we as a community know? What will we be able to see that it's working?
Yeah, I mean, I may cry in this response, but really, my hope is that we are changing the system.
Again, Phase 2 is slated to be rolled out by March 1st of 2024, and we are going to keep an eye on this. We will be watching the staffing process and the impact this has on current state employees, and of course, caseloads for those caseworkers, which has historically been an issue for CPS. You can read much more about this for Region 3E and other parts of North Texas right now at WFAA.com. In Dallas, I'm Morgan Young.
Be at least 21 years of age, financially stable, and responsible, mature adult. There's an application to fill out. You'll be asked to share information about your background and lifestyle. You'll need to provide references from relatives and non-relatives, show proof of marriage or divorce if it applies. You'll need to agree to a home study, which includes visits with everyone in your household, and you'll need to allow staff to complete a background check and an abuse neglect check on all adults in the household. There will also be training to learn about issues of abused and neglected children. We will share a link to the full list of requirements on WFAA.com/WednesdaysChild. You can also adopt a child from foster care through private agencies. So again, if you'd like to adopt a child whom you've seen here on Wednesday's Child, there are two ways to get a hold of that child through their caseworkers. You can A, contact Heart Gallery North Texas at 817-809-3440 or email hello@heartgallerynorthtexas.org. The second way, email WednesdaysChild@3empower.org. Their contact number is also on your screen. We've put all of this information on our website, WFAA.com/WednesdaysChild. From all of us at WFAA, thank you for opening your hearts and your homes to our children who need the love and care of a supportive family. We thank you for watching tonight. Happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.